Liability, injury, defamation, and more. All scary terms, but in this video we'll show you what you can do to protect you, your family, and your assets. Hey there, it's Shelley Moscatelli
And John Galvin.
We are personal lines client success managers here at Berry Insurance. When you think about your home, renters, or condo insurance, you probably think most about the coverage of your home and possessions. But did you know it also protects you from liability claims? Here at Berry Insurance, we offer both personal liability and personal injury coverage. You might be asking, what's the difference? Do I really need both coverages? Well, we're going to cover that in this video. In this video, you will learn what personal liability and personal injury insurance are, the differences between the two, how much does each cost, whether you need both coverages, other coverage alternatives. Let's jump in. Personal liability coverage. Personal liability coverage is included in your home, condo, or renter's policy. This coverage provides reimbursement related to the injury of others or the damage of others' property. If someone is injured on your property and sues for liability, this coverage will cover medical expenses and any legal fees or settlements. It also covers the cost to repair or replace someone's damaged property in the case of an accidental property damage. If you are found responsible for injury or property damage, personal liability coverage protects your current and future assets, which could have been taken as part of a settlement. What personal liability covers? Personal liability covers an array of situations, including injury to others on your property, accidental damage to another person's property, dog bites or property damage caused by your dog, damage or injury by insured household members, claimant's medical expenses, claimant's property damage expenses, claimant's lost wages, defense costs. What personal liability doesn't cover? Like other insurance policies, personal liability has a few exclusions. These include intentional bodily injury or property damage, depending on your carrier, injury or property damage by high-risk dog breeds, injury to another household member, damage to an automobile that would be covered under auto insurance, injury or property damage related to business activities. In that case, you would need commercial liability insurance. If you'd like to learn more about commercial liability insurance, check out the article linked in the description below. How much does personal liability coverage cost? Personal liability coverage is actually pretty inexpensive, considering how much it covers. You can usually expect the coverage to cost less than $10 for each $100,000 in annual coverage. That means a $1 million policy will only cost about $100 per year or $8 a month. How much personal liability coverage do I need? Generally, the lowest amount of liability coverage you can get is $100,000. However, we believe that is not nearly enough. In fact, most reputable carriers, including all the carriers we work with, will not write coverages that low, knowing that amount would not be able to protect anyone considering the potential risks and rising costs of medical care and lawsuits. We like to think that these situations would not happen to us, but what if your dog bites someone? What if someone slips and falls on your property? What if a child gets hurt in your yard, or even worse? While some situations are unlikely to happen, they are never impossible, and it is always better to be protected than having to pay the astronomical costs associated with these types of claims. We recommend getting at least $1 million in coverage, which should only cost about $100 per year, but it will be well worth it in the event of a claim.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Hope you've been enjoying today's video. Oh, this old thing? I've just been brushing up on my insurance knowledge. But you know where there's even more insurance knowledge? Our YouTube channel. Now, if you enjoy insurance education as much as I do, then please leave a like on this video. And subscribe to our channel so we can reach even more people who also love learning about insurance. Alright, back to the video. Where did that book go?
Personal injury coverage. Personal injury coverage is an optional add-on to a homeowner's insurance policy that covers libel, slander, or defamation lawsuits. The rise of the internet and social media has created more opportunities for people to sue for defamation for something that was posted online on social media or even said aloud. If you want more information about how you can protect yourself and your family from defamation, check out the link in the description of this video. What personal injury covers? Personal injury covers several types of claim scenarios, including libel and/or slander, any publication that violates a person's right to privacy, wrongful eviction and wrongful entry, false arrest, detainment, or imprisonment, malicious prosecution, associated legal costs. What personal injury doesn't cover? Having coverage from libel and slander does not give you the freedom to go say and do whatever you want. There are limitations to the coverage, and each claim will be evaluated individually. Insurance carriers may decide to not cover intentional libel or slander, illegal activity. How much does personal injury coverage cost? Luckily, personal injury coverage is relatively affordable to include within your insurance policy. You should expect a $1 million policy to cost around $10 per year. Do I need both personal injury and personal liability coverage? Many people assume that they do not need both coverages. However, they are not interchangeable. Each coverage covers completely different situations, and both could happen to you. These types of liability claims are generally the most expensive, since medical expenses and lawsuits can cost hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. We recommend that everyone get both personal injury and personal liability coverage, as claims of that size could derail your entire future. It is better to be safe than sorry. How much personal injury coverage do I need? Similar to personal liability coverage, we also recommend a $1 million personal injury policy. Lawsuits can be incredibly expensive, so it is wise to have a large buffer. As mentioned earlier in the video, a $1 million policy should only cost about $10 per year. Umbrella insurance. As mentioned previously, personal injury and personal liability coverages are essential to protect you from massive out-of-pocket claims. While the limits we recommended in this video are the minimum we would recommend to clients, they are also the maximum you can get with most insurance carriers. But, as we mentioned earlier, liability lawsuits can sometimes cost even more than $1 million. So for increased protection, you may want to consider getting a personal umbrella insurance policy. We recommend these policies, especially to people who have things such as pools, playsets, trampolines, pets, or other risks. To learn more about personal umbrella policies, check out this video. If you need even more information, don't forget to check out our Learning Center, where there are even more articles on umbrella coverages. Thank you for watching, and if you want to know what else is covered by home insurance, check out this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more educational insurance videos. It also helps out our channel a lot. Be sure to check out our Learning Center. We have tons of articles and videos on a wide range of insurance topics, and if you have any other insurance questions, drop them in the comments below and we will answer them in another video. Thank you again for watching, and we will see you in the next video.